Welcome to Tybalt's Apprentice. I have not done a long-form rambling video in a while, possibly because nobody wants to see that, but you know what? I feel like making one anyhow, so maybe there'll be something useful and entertaining here, and, well, maybe there won't. But anyhow, you've seen this deck before, but it works pretty well, and I've been told, I guess, in the comment section somewhere along the line, not to call this anything but what it is, life gain deck, because it does gain life. And, well, that's okay. Just the sheer playing of a single white creature can be enough to make some people fold, evidently. But, anyhow, I do feel that this deck has a little bit more to offer than just life gain. Maybe I'll get a chance to show that off here. Maybe not. Either way, how you guys doing? It's been a while since I've had a chance to sit down and talk. Things are a little complicated over here because my mother-in-law just fell and broke her arm. Her upper arm. She's about 80-something. She probably doesn't want me talking about this that much. But anyhow, so if things are a little erratic, I apologize. But thank you to all the new subscribers. And what kind of cruel reprobate plays hand destruction, and I mean, I guess I do, but that's beside the point. I don't like it being played against me. So the question is, can this deck still survive hand destruction? Well, if I get enough damage in fast enough, I'll be playing off the top of the deck anyhow. So the question becomes, can I pull enough gas before they can empty out my hand? It's a possibility, but you see they're setting up for some big pulls, knocking stuff out of my hands. But you know what? If I've cast it all already, it doesn't matter. Getting this on the board, getting some creatures on the board, building up some health initially, always good things. I understand why people hate life gain. I mean, people would argue that it's not that brilliant a strategy. But I think I'm going to save this so when they tell me to throw something out of my hand, I will just play this. And I think I actually have this game wrapped up already. What do you think? You're probably saying you wouldn't have recorded unless you did. Well, I do play and record my misses as well as my hits. This seems to be a hit. Well, I guess they thought so too. All right, we'll move on to the next game. So, like I said, things are a little chaotic. Still entering in the commander decks. This is my 30-odd commander decks. I say that like I'm proud of it, but not necessarily. I've got a chance to show up on Superfast Tortoise show a couple of times, and I appreciate him allowing me to do that. And hopefully you guys are keeping up with the creep there. That is rude. Why would you look at somebody's hand like that? I can't believe he didn't find anything to toss. But that's alright. Let's gain some life and swing in. I did have a discussion about this, like I said. We worked it out and stuff, but wow, you're going to make me throw that away. I don't appreciate that. Life gain decks tend to seem to be one note, but this has the ability to build into something else. I am curious, though, whether I could... I've never won, I don't think, sheerly based on life total. I always seem to get in. So to me, that feels like... that says that this is... you know, is a rush deck. It's a blitz deck here. That's what it feels like to me. More than the life gain. I'm at 23. Let's see if they do get any damage in. Maybe they're just bad matchups. Maybe I hate that card. Not as much as I hate some of the other ones, but anyhow. Let's get more land on the board. Build things up a little bit. This, giving the creatures that only have powers 2 and such the ability to pass, that's pretty awesome. I think that's a... do I need another one of those? Sure, why not? Let's build everything up that we have. We'll swing this in, let them block if they want to. I'm okay with that. I'll trade one. Sure. I have a feeling that will do more damage to me. The fact that I'm pulling another one lets me feel confident in making up my mind that was a good, solid decision. I'm not sure at the time I was playing this game I was calling it, but I think I'm going to call it here and say that I've... Ninjutsu. I'm like, how the heck did they just pull that back into their hand? Well, I was going to call it and say that I had it, but that making me throw away a card, thank goodness I knew what was coming up. Let's get this on the board and gain that life while we can. We've got the double trigger on that, which is awesome. Again, we're not trying to win through life, though. We're trying to blitz and do some damage. I like the idea of getting rid of one of their cards. I hate it with a passion when it's used against me, but, you know, I'm a complete hypocrite and isn't every Magic player, to some degree or another. Maybe not. Maybe not you. Maybe you have moral principles that you live by. Or maybe you compromise them just when it suits you. I don't know. I could be delirious. I was up till 4 in the morning. So, there is that. I'm probably getting kind of wacky here. Alright, so, back to the game at hand. I'm going to go ahead and build this up as much as I possibly can. I really like that scry effect. Scry is often, I want to say always. I feel that scry is always better than card draw. Each has their place, but in general, I actually believe I would rather scry cards than draw cards. That's up for debate. I understand that. If you don't agree with that, I hear you. I like that for removal. I like that a lot for removal, especially in this deck. Let's just pump this bad boy up as much as we possibly can, and that is a 3 count for other creatures than itself. So if you got 6 on the board and that's your 7th creature, you do that twice. I'm not sure I ever get a chance to do that, but that's pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, so they're going to bring that back. Going to have to sacrifice something. Well, I'm alright with that. I'm not too upset. I haven't put anything into this, so I'll toss that for now. Hopefully okay, well that's getting a little annoying now. Not gonna lie. This is a good draw, though. I will take it. And I will swing for everything that I can. Yeah, back down to 8 again. 26 life. I'm feeling comfortable, but yeah, that's not the thing that's going to win me the game. I'm going to sneak under and over. I'm going to force them to trade creatures or just take the damage. They're going to want to block. I'll keep the life link. Yep. But again, I'm using it, but I'm not leaning too heavily into it. Now they're down to 0, so it doesn't matter what I'm doing. Oh, not 0. Whoops. Did I say I was delirious from staying up too late? I think I did. Anyhow, I think I've got it, though. I've got nothing to get rid of. The problem with hand hate, once you run out of it, once they've run out of gas, if they can top deck an efficient play every turn, you can't shut them down. Now, if you combine that with a mill strategy, that might be worth something then. I don't know. You tell me. Tell me what you think in the comments section. Tell me how I just got another win. It's freaking awesome. Oh. I should probably go take a sleeping pill and go to bed. That's what I should do. But we've got more games to do. I was actually going to attack a bonus game on the end of this, talking about overconfidence and what that looks like. This hand looks like a keeper, and it is. So let's drop this, get this on the board right away. Whatever they play, we can... Well, we're only going to have one thing, so... If they're going to kill it, they can kill it, that's fine. If they can't, I can put out something and put Ward on it. It's up against the Elf deck, so... I'm not overly worried. I think... Doing this, they're not going to trade creatures, of course. The next thing they put out might be a little bit beefier, but I can now do 2 points of damage to it to kill it. Yeah. I'll take that trade. Did you think I wouldn't? Maybe they did. Let's get this. I never use these lands the way they should be used. I never hold those back. I always need the mana, I guess. Swing in. Block if you choose, or not. I didn't think you would. I, on the other hand, was willing to trade cards. There we go. So they're going for green ramp. Nothing new to see there. But, at this point, I have enough creatures on the board. Doing this, letting this get a little bit larger. Just a little bit. Incremental. And that will keep them, or slow down, the collected company that I know, that I suspect is coming. I mean, they could do the collected company now. It will keep them from trying to burn me on my turn when I swing in on them, though. I don't know. What do you think? Are they going to... They're going to go for it now? What are they thinking right now? It's always what I'm wondering. They're thinking they want card advantage by drawing more cards. I think, even with elves at this point, I can go just a little bit wider than they can, and I can go under them if I get the right collection of cards. I am still scared of a collected company coming out, so I can do both here. Let's do this. Let's get rid of that. I don't like them getting any more cards. And are they going to do the 2? Sure. They could double block it if they wanted. But I think I'm okay with that. Actually, let's pump it up just a little bit more. Let's see what's coming. I like it. Leave it right there. I can now go ahead and swing in. Got 2 creatures, made it just a little bit bigger and another creature on the board, and I think I'm fairly confident that I got this. And what are they hoping to draw into? Or are they just playing the game out? Maybe they're just playing to get their gold for the day. Oh, well, I really only want that first ability anyhow, so the fact that you're destroying that, okay, buffing them up, so okay, so now I've got to go. Alright, so here's the problem. They have become so strong that they can't block me. I love the counterintuitive nature of this, because generally you want your creatures out there and you want them to be as big as possible. The fact that this thing can scoot underneath is just awesome. I can make this big. I can go small. I can read the card to make sure that I know what the card does, which doesn't always apply these days. I think it does this time, though. A careful examination, making sure that their creatures are just a little bit too big. You never really hear that in Magic, do you? My creature's too big. Anyhow, what's the holdup here? Surely I should have swung in for lethal by now. Reading everything. Oh geez, you know how I love when they tell me it's my go. So, let's go, buddy. What are you gonna do with this? What are you gonna do? Gonna take all of it? Yeah. Gonna take every bit of that damage and enjoy it. Alright. And I'm loopy. Yes, I enjoyed that. That was wonderful. I hope you enjoyed it too. This is a look at the deck. Nothing really new that you haven't seen. What the heck just happened to my computer? Did it just die? Oh, man. My whole screen went black. I guess I hadn't touched the mouse in a while. So anyhow, this is the deck as it stands. I will. I think I'm going to save that bonus game for another time. I might be loopy enough to do something entertaining with that. I don't know. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Check out TCGplayer Seller Dark Ritual. That is me. You can see some cool cards there and purchase them. You know, buy from your LGS, buy from the people that you play with. If you can't do any of that, look me up. Dark Ritual, TCGplayer. Thanks for watching.